business. Ma'am, side please. Side please. Thank you. Official business, sir. Ma'am, emergency. Please step aside, sir.
Hey, get lost. I'm waiting here, huh?
FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
Well. So you kind of have to wonder, did the Hot Toys wizard nail it again when the Hot Toys wizard told me, told Fabio, told all of you that there was going to be a Star Wars Hot Toys official announcement this week? And you have to wonder, is this what they call it?
They call him the Wizard.
Man, the Hot Toys wizard never gets it wrong. So you have to wonder, what else is the Hot Toys wizard right about? I know you want me to talk about it. I know you want me to give you my opinion on this Purge trooper. Delicious. You know, let's just go ahead and dive into all of this, baby, right now. Well. Again, it looks like the Hot Toys wizard has nailed it, baby, once again. And you have to wonder, what else is the Hot Toys wizard right about? Let's play a game here. The Hot Toys wizard, is the Hot Toys wizard right about Bespin Han? Is the Hot Toys wizard right about Baze Malbus? Actually, we should do it this way, because you all know what the moniker or the pretty much trademark saying is here at Six Scale Cantina. Is it possible? There we go. Is it possible that the Bespin Han is coming out per the Hot Toys wizard? Is it possible that the Baze Malbus is coming out per the Hot Toys wizard? Is it possible that Dark Side Ray is coming per the Hot Toys wizard? Is it possible that Mace Windu is coming per the Hot Toys wizard? You got to let me know what table you're at, baby. Is it possible that Bail Organa is coming per the Hot Toys wizard? I know you love it when the Dark Jedi gets these phone calls from the wizard. Is it possible that Queen Amidala along with Padme, are both going to be coming per the Hot Toys Wizard. You know, and while I'm going through this, the only table that really I could fill up first is table 1. And if you don't agree with any of this, because the Hot Toys Wizard hasn't been wrong, this is what I say.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Because how many times does the Hot Toys Wizard need to be right? Is it 1 time? 2 times? 3 times? 4 times? 5 times? Do I need to call the Hot Toys Wizard to get him to take on the likeness of TK Fobo? Is this the last trooper we're going to get for the rest of this year, this Purge trooper? Or will there be 2 troopers, 3 troopers, 4 troopers, 5 troopers? You have to wonder, is it possible that we're going to be getting another dark side Anakin? Is it possible that we're going to be getting Plo Koon? Is it possible that we're going to be getting General Grievous? Is it possible that we're going to be getting Grief Karga? Filling up table 1 again.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Is it possible that we're going to be getting Max Rebo?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Is it possible we're going to have 3 or 4 Vaders up on pre-order at one time by next year?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Is it possible I'm going to spill my coffee a couple of dozen times?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
How many of you would like a General Veers?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
How many of you would like a Hoth Luke?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show right here at 6 Scale Cantina. And just in case you don't know just who the heck I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington, and I will be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. And it'll be all Hot Toys. We're not going to talk about paintings. Although if you want to bring up Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars, I'd be happy, baby. Come on. Or maybe you want to talk about Eraser Mates. Remember those really cool pens way back? Oh, yeah. How about those magic pencils from the late 70s and the early 80s, too? Come on, baby. Let's see just who the heck is in here on this fine afternoon. Come on. Come on. Jack Jones is in the house. Anything is possible now with Cad Bane. Jack, anything is possible now. Anything is possible now when it comes to the Bespin Luke from April 13th. Come on, baby. Marco Polo, 6 Scale Cantina, good to see you. Fill it and spill it at table 2. This is the way. Yeah, it sure as heck is, baby. Let's go ahead and fill you up right now at table 2, my friend.
This is the way.
JB Collection is in the house. Let's go, baby. Good to see you in here. Come on. Come on. The whole Max Rebo band. Yeah, come on. Is this what they call me or call you, Valiant?
They call him the Wizard.
What's up, Star Killer? Good to have you in the house. Sumo 137 Wizard dropping all that smoke. Yeah, you know it is. And putting this up onto the screen. Dorikas, I will army build that dark side Ray. You and me both, baby. Because I probably will get a couple of her. I really would. I would get a couple of her. That's just going to be awesome when that happens. Prime time. What's up, my man? Let's spill the coffee. I am at table 5. You are. Do you think that the ride is going on right now there, Prime time? Remember, the Hot Toys Wizard has called it. And again, we wake up this morning and this is what we do. Come on. Modest, what's going on? What about a venomized Grogu? I've talked about this before, Modest. And sometime in our lifetime, there's going to be a Star Wars Marvel crossover. Remember, you heard that from 6 Scale Cantina. As far as what capacity, probably small. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Remember, Disney owns both of the franchises. And really, it just makes sense. Oh, there will be. Ask Kurt Angle, because it's true. It's damn true. They're just going to do it. Because it's too much money. Anyway, we'll save that for a topic for another day. But if you want to talk about that, absolutely. Truth, Dorikas, is it possible? And I say yes. Master Imwe says no. Well, then, Master Imwe, I have to fill you up again.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Where's Cobb Vanth? Come on. Dorikas says, should I purge my wallet of funds for this new release? And I say, maybe. Punisher, what is going on? Fabs figures, my good friend Fabio is in the house. Do you all know that Fabio and I are going live together on July 4th, the holiday? We're going to be on, baby. And you're going to have to watch the market show with Aries and Fabio. It's going to be July 4th. You also have to check Fabio out this weekend on my panel. I'm going to be doing some stuff this weekend. You're going to have to look for me. I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on quite a bit. You see me up here today, and I just had to go on. Come on. Jack Jones and Mace Windu. Jack Jones, table 66. Really? You're going to make me fill that up? I didn't have to see this guy yet today.
Good.
Hot Toys Wizard nailed it. Hot Toys Wizard nailed it. Absolutely killed it. The Hot Toys Wizard did. And basically told everyone that there was going to be an announcement coming this week. And we're going to dive into it. But we're now into purgatory because it's absolutely crazy. We did not get Obi-Wan first. Think about that. We didn't get Obi-Wan first. We didn't get Darth Vader first. We're all kind of thinking that perhaps that was going to be a possibility that there could be something else that comes first. And the first thing we get is a Purge trooper, is a trooper from the Obi-Wan series. Wow. Very, very interesting. And quite honestly, it really sets the table, for us to realize and us to anticipate and really salivate and wait in anticipation for the other figures that are going to come. And we're going to dive into that within this episode for sure. But they did pull a fast one on us, and they dropped the trooper first. And not the OT trooper, the regular stormtrooper, which you know is coming. And maybe get a 2-pack, maybe by itself, maybe get a couple of different variables. You had clean stormtroopers in here. You had some pretty weathered ones also in some of the other scenes. But it's very, very interesting to me that they went ahead and they gave us the Purge trooper first. Very, very interesting. And honestly, I don't know if we could really pinpoint exactly when or what they're going to drop anything. Remember, we got the Cad Bane when we got the Cad Bane, which people were starting to doubt. Oh, we're not going to get him because it's taking too long. Oh, trust me, Star Wars is so hot. It is so big. It is so gargantuan. It is so crazy right now with Star Wars. They could wait an entire year to put out any other figures for the Obi-Wan series, and they could whoop on you 5 of them all at once. Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, a different Obi-Wan, a different Darth Vader, the third sister, Reva, and they would all go up by number 1. They just would. Remember what happened with the Bespin Luke, which is really from a piece of Star Wars from 1980. Let's just be honest. And it was competing with some big, big things that were out in the world at that time, not just Marvel that I've been talking about. And it went to number 1 and for 5 weeks. And they certainly waited a long time, right? Or at least it seemed that way, to put out and officially announce that Bespin Luke. But really, you have to start thinking about this. Now, I'm not going to suggest they're going to wait that long. We're going to be getting a lot of these Obi-Wan figures quick. But they didn't have to give you the Obi-Wan first, did they? They didn't have to give you a Darth Vader first, did they? They just went ahead and whooped on us a Purge trooper, and we did this morning. And it's kind of a little bit crazy. So when we anticipate exactly what they're going to give us at San Diego Comic-Con coming up at the end of July, which that is going to be a giant piece of what Fabio and I are going to discuss on the market show coming up this Monday on July 4th. We are going to be discussing exactly what could be unveiled at San Diego Comic-Con at the end of July. And don't automatically assume that any of us are going to really know what it's going to be, because we could be getting some crazy stuff we didn't even think of. Anyway, going in on some of this chat over here, my goodness, there is absolutely so much. Sumo says Fab is in the house. And coming up in here, Diablo Fett. Aries, who do you like this weekend? Volkanovski or Holloway? I like Holloway. Although I feel like Volkanovski is unbeatable. Really, I feel like Alexander Volkanovski. I feel like no one could beat him. But I'll be honest with you. I thought that Holloway beat him in the last fight. I really do. I think Holloway was robbed. I do. I think the first fight was very, very close. I think he may have beat him there. And I think a very energized Max Holloway, I think a very focused and on a mission and nothing's going to stop him unless he's dead, Max Holloway, I just think he's going to win. I really do. But I think Volkanovski is one of the best fighters in the world. I mean, like, I'm serious. He is so hard to beat. But Holloway is going to beat him this time. And honestly, if the fight goes the same exact way, Diablo, as it did the last time, and you get 3 different judges, I think you get a different outcome anyway. Honestly. Volkanovski is going to have a tremendously hard time taking down Max Holloway. And Volkanovski's whole game is to pressure, and Max Holloway is going to pressure him like crazy. And his sprawl and brawl, Max Holloway, the way that he goes ahead and peppers and plays it, is just absolutely unbelievable. I actually think Max Holloway is a better fighter. But I think Volkanovski's almost as good. They have 2 different styles. I think Max beat him the last time, and I look forward to it this weekend. Let me ask you a question. Who do you like, Cannonier or Israel Adesanya? That's something I'm very interested to hear what you think about. Anyway, that's my opinion on that for sure. Jack Jones says the Purge Trooper maybe is a good sign that Hot Toys might do a Fallen Order line. Well, I actually think that they're going to do a Fallen Order line. I think they're going to do a Rebels line. I think they're going to do all the lines. I really do. Until Star Wars stops making them money, until these figures stop selling, until the secondary market just tanks, until Ryan Johnson returns, until Kathleen Kennedy stops doing this. You know where I'm going. The Thor, another at table 2, please. Coming right up, my man.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Absolutely insane for sure. Absolutely insane. Diablo says Israel. We'll see. Jared Cannonier is a killer. Jared Cannonier is awesome. If Jared Cannonier knocks him out, tags him, he could take him out. I put it to you this way. If what's the Italian fighter? God, I'm losing his name now, and I love him. And he really, Jared's not. Israel's going to win the fight. Israel's going to win the fight. I'm just telling you right now. He's going to win it. Look who's in here. The brother, cousins. I need Jawa. I need Jawa and Juice over here at table 6. Ooh, brother Cousins dares to sit at the most dangerous table in the cantina. Come on. Good to have brother Cousins in here. For sure. What's going on, Jay? What's going on? What do you think about this Purge Trooper, my man? What do you think? What do you all think about this Purge Trooper? I know that you're all wondering what the heck I think about this Purge Trooper. Fabulous Disaster goes, hello, everyone. Good to have you in here as well, for sure. Look at here, Red 5 strong. Interesting, we got the Trooper out of the way. Inquisitors, Vader, and new Obi-Wan's incoming. Jack Jones says anything is possible now, but this Purge Trooper doesn't come with a clone head. Nope, it does not come with a clone head. Come on. Jimmy Smits and Andy Spilowitz 2-pack. I say no. Well, remember, this is what they sometimes call
They call him
The wizard.
Let's go ahead and dive into my impressions of this. Pedro says Cal Kestis is a second sister Hot Toys. Brother Cousin says, I love it. One of the best trooper designs I've ever seen. I'm right with you there, Brother Cousins. I'm right with you there. Come on. Fabio, let me know too. What do you think about this? Text it in there, my man. I'm pretty much, I think we're all on the same page here. What about Tika? I never know. What about Tebow? What about Logray? What about Watto? What about Sebulba? Is it possible that we get Watto? Is it possible that we get Newt Gunray? Is it possible that we get Queen Amidala? Maybe I got to ask this again. Is it possible we get Watto? Is it possible we get Queen Amidala? Is it possible we get Fives? Is it possible we get Newt Gunray? Is it possible we get Clone Commander Wolf? Is it possible we get Misa Jar Jar Binks? Is it possible we get Chancellor Palpatine? Is it possible we get Admiral Piet? Is it possible we get another Grogu? 2 Grogus. 20 Grogus. 100 Grogus? Robert Ang, is it possible we get a hot toy of the Dark Jedi himself? You think Howard would do that? You think Howard would do a hot toy of the Dark Jedi, Ares Tarrington, who's serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk? How about TK FOMO? What's more possible, getting a TK FOMO? How about a Hot Toys Wizard? Can we get a Hot Toys Wizard? All right, there it is on the side of the screen. There it is. 6scalecantina.com. And you see the banner right here. Purgatory. Purgatory, because kind of like in purgatory, you got to wait. You're in purgatory. So I know you all love this trooper, which we all actually spilled our coffee with this morning and are still doing this right now. But before you get to the big enchilada, Obi-Wan head sculpt, Anakin head sculpt, Darth Vader, Reva, you're kind of in purgatory first. And this is one of the sickest troopers I've glanced at, but I haven't looked at the photos. Before we looked at the photos, if you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you just may want to consider doing so. It has all the latest information on everything Star Wars Hot Toys. And as you can see right here, as I'm showing this on the screen, it has the latest show, which if you would have had this bookmarked, you'd know that this would have been coming up. Live and Raw, upcoming live on 6:30. You see the Purge Trooper on there. You see we're talking about Purgatory. We're going to talk about Bail Organa. We're going to talk about Reva. We're going to talk about the Grand Inquisitor. We're going to talk about Dark Side Anakin. We're going to talk about Obi-Wan. We're going to talk about Darth Vader. We're going to talk about OT Troopers. We could talk about it even right now while we're going over these pictures, baby. And you can see that the latest breaking news has been updated for Star Wars here at 6scalecantina.com. Updated on June 30th. Purge Trooper officially announced. Man, does that look sick. That's the picture I looked at, but not really in too much depth. I obviously looked at it because I had to upload it on the website. Obviously, before then, there's Cad Bane and Boba Fett. Wow, those are 3 quick announcements over the last couple of weeks. Of course, they teased Cad Bane before they did that. Of course, you got the Bad Batch, which they wanted to let you know to stop any conversation they weren't going to do it, that all the Clone Force 99 is coming. And of course, they also wanted to halt any conversation that they weren't going to do another wave of crazy Attack of the Clone drops. So you have that as well. Also, before we dive into this Purge Trooper, you can see right here, my friend, recent biggest movers have actually been updated, even from the show yesterday, which was an epic show. And when you look down here, look who else has made it onto here. BB-8 and BB-9E. Wow. A droid set from the sequels has now made it to the biggest mover section this week. What is BB-8? Really? Like, what does BB-8 and BB-9E have to do with anything when it comes to the Obi-Wan series? Think about that. What does BB-8 or BB-9E have anything to do with the book of Boba Fett? What does BB-8 or BB-9E have to do with anything with the Mandalorian? Yet, both of those are trending up. Real interesting indeed. We'll get into that within this episode. You can also go to Star Wars vs. Marvel, and you can see right here with the Star Wars 2023 pre-orders now up to 15. 15 separate, only 1/6 scale, not including quarter scale. 15 separate characters coming for Star Wars now with this Purge Trooper versus 36 for Marvel. Wow. We're up to 15. And I told you a lot of troopers were going to be mixed in with what they got to fill up for 2023. And as we dive into this Purge Trooper, the date in which they went ahead and said that this is coming out is going to be very telling as we fill up another 10 to 15, possibly even 20 more pre-orders for Star Wars in 2023 and how it's going to look. But we got to go back up to this Purge Trooper over here, and let's actually go to the photos that are coming in over here, and you're going to get my first reaction to this right now. And let's take a look at this particular figure. And oh my God, I'll be honest with you all. I agree with Brother Cousins. I agree with Jay. This looks sick. This looks so sick. Look at that. Man, I mean, it's sweet. It's badass. Man, how sleek this looks. And really, one of the things that stands out so well is that red pauldron. That red pauldron is money. With the red visors in there, how shiny this looks. We're going to get into the price, which I think is absolutely mag-freaking-nificent for this particular figure. But are you kidding me? For a lot of Trooper collectors and a lot of Star Wars collectors, I don't see a whole lot of people passing on this. And plus, this is a freaking Purge Trooper. And, man, I mean, just look. And look how shiny. It's sleek. It looks hot. It looks so damn hot. So damn hot. This is the first picture I'm getting up to over there and taking a look here. Fabio says you can't go wrong with red and black. I know, Fabs. Especially look right down there at Fabio's. Make sure you subscribe to Fabio. Come on, let's get him to 1,000. My good friend Fabs. He's got red and black. Man, it's like look, his avatar there, his channel thing is the Purge Trooper. Aries rises once again. Lade, what's going on? Hey there, Aries. A Ventress or Knights? Oh, come on. Azaj Ventress is coming. Azaj, is it possible that Azaj Ventress is coming? And I say,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
no way Hot Toy is going to skip out on that one. They know how much Azaj Ventress would sell. They absolutely know how well an Azaj Ventress would sell. Riley says, I'm with Popsick at table 5. Well, let us go ahead and fill you both up, baby. Riley, Popsick, what do you guys think of this Purge Trooper? Let me know in the comments section below, baby. Come on. All right, that looks hot. Let's go to the next picture. I mean, I was saving this one for the end, but holy crap. I mean, look at all the stuff that this freaking thing comes with. First of all, look at the pack. Look at that pack that it comes with on the back. Man, it looks like 2 guns, 1 handgun with a rifle, unless that's all one. Look at the belt. Look at the skirt with the legs. 3 pairs of hands. Thank God, not a sand base. We're going to get into the price because I'm going to get over that. Look how cool that looks. How many people are going to set it up looking like this? I mean, look at that right there. Man. It's red and black. It's hot. It's sleek. It's badass. There's not a chance that anybody who collects the troopers will pass on this. There's just not a chance. There's not a chance, in my view, that anybody collecting troopers is going to pass on this. And as soon as you saw that this character was in the Obi-Wan series, what did I tell you? Even though it's not the same mold as the Airborne Trooper, it doesn't matter. They will sell a gazillion of these Purge Troopers. They know it. You know it. We all know it. And plus, this is like easy damn money. For sure. Oh, look at that attitude with this. Man, that is like, man, I mean, obviously a lot of the troopers have a very Vader-esque, kind of look to them, but these almost look like Vader's servants. They look like bodyguards or something. Not that he would need one, but these look so good next to Vader. Man, I mean, just if you wanted to. I mean, obviously they're going to go great with the third sister. Obviously, but man, I mean, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now look at how shiny this is. So, I mean, oh man, I love the skirt. Is that skirt going to be wired? Someone let me know in the chat. Will that skirt be wired? Is it going to be able to be posed? Is it just cloth hanging down? Is it pleather? Let me know. Oh, look at that. I mean, that's badass. Yeah, that is hot. That is so nice. So sleek. So cool. I wonder if these are going to have like ratchets. I wonder if these are going to be like the Captain Rex, the way that these troopers are. What do you all think in there? It's going to be like the 501st. Yeah, look at that. All right, so how many of you are getting one? And how many of you, Fabio, how many are you getting of these? You're getting two, you're getting three, brother, cousins, how many are you getting? You're getting one, you're getting two. How many of you are getting multiples? Let me know in the chat right now. How many of you are getting multiples of the Purge Troopers? How many of you are just getting one of the Purge Trooper? How many of you are passing on the Purge Trooper? Let me know. Yeah, the stand is just generic stand. The eyes are just they're haunting, man. The eyes are haunting. Goes with the red pauldron. The freaking design on the skirt with the red outline that matches the pauldron, that matches the sleeve on the other side, that matches the eyes. It's freaking hot. Yeah, look at that backdrop. God. And then on his belt, you got the red piece as well. Man, this is like so badass Imperial soldier. I mean, let's just be honest. Imperial soldier here. Man, putting that up. I almost wish they give us these. Since they're not really doing anything with the bases and they give us the sand ones, I almost wish they just continue. Just give us plain ones like this. Obviously, this works. Imperial, base like that. But yeah, I guess it kind of works. Now this figure's hot. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this pose. Tell me this pose isn't badass. This pose is real badass. Look at that. Man. This will be a highly sought after. Okay, check out this action pose. I bet you it's going to have the same maneuverability as the 501st. I mean, what do you all think in there? Let me go to some of the comments because I've just been looking at the pictures. I'm getting it for the first time. We have 60 in here. Go ahead and smash the like button. You are watching a very special market chart show, or you're watching live at Raw here with the Dark Jedi. Cypher 9 says that one photo clearly shows there's a wire in it for posability. That's what I thought too. You're talking about the skirt. That's what I think as well. I think that it absolutely does have a wire in it. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes, those stormtroopers in the background do look nice. Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's continue to look at some of these. Single sword riders in the house. Look closer at the stormtroopers. They have a holster. Those are coming also. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that. They definitely are coming as well. I warned that we were going to get quite a few troopers with this, but I think we kind of all knew that. I think there was some question on the Purge Trooper, but I did say that the Purge Trooper was absolutely coming. And I also, the Hot Toys Wizard told you anyway, that you were going to get an announcement this week, but to not be so stuck on it being Obi-Wan, to not be so stuck on it being Darth Vader. Look, there really is no rush. Again, as I was saying back at the beginning of the show, really, Bespin Luke was in a movie from 1980. Let's just be honest. And you would think, oh, it's not really a good time with Doctor Strange. It's not really a good time. With, the Moon Knight's not really a good time. We're waiting for Book of Boba Fett. Come on. It doesn't matter where they put out Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett's high, very, very high now. Frickin' Cad Bane's #1 over everything when you sort it out. It doesn't matter. Seriously, it really doesn't. I'm not saying they're going to wait out here. They're going to put a lot of these out. But they want to put out Attack of the Clones figures. They want to put out original trilogy figures. They want to put out that Bespin Han. They're going to put it out very, very shortly. They do. They want to put out that Asajj Ventress because it'll sell. CT603, a friend of TK Fobo, is in the house. Said he's going to get 2 of these, 2 to display, 1 to play. That's 3. So CT603 is getting 3 of this Purge Trooper. Marco Polo is definitely getting 1. Gilbert, good to have Gilbert here. Looks good, but pass. Saving his money for the battle damage Vader. Absolutely. Well, that's using your head and knowing where you're at and knowing what you want. So kudos to you, Gilbert, on that, for taking the red pill. Again, there's no storm for you. There's no storm for me. Quite enough says gonna pass. I'd rather get the Dark Troopers personally. There's no storm for you either, my friend. And putting these numbers up on here: 0 for Griffin, 2 for the Cypher 9. Jack says I might need to get 1. 2 for Modus. MGF 0. Star Killer 2. Fabio's getting at least 2. 6 scale Figgy. A Cantina insider, a Cantina member in here. Good to have you, my friend, as having 2. Lane Kramer, also a Cantina, is in here. Awesome to have in there. S Beam has 2. That is absolutely awesome. You're getting 2 as well. Keep letting me know if you're getting any of these. Single Songwriter says yes, wired. So that answers the question on there for sure. And how many more are you getting? Single Songwriter says 2 Stormtroopers is what he's getting. And 2 Purges, 4 Stormtroopers, and a 3rd sister will make a great display. So let me ask you this, as I'm texting the Hot Toys Wizard here, Single Songwriter, are you going to be getting 2 Purge Troopers? Are you going to be getting 4 of those Stormtroopers? And are you going to be getting the 3rd sister? What say you? Continuing to look at some of these comments that are in here. Maximum Rex is in the house. Is going to pass on these guys, but I do think they would look awesome with some of the Royal Guards. Oh, they really, really would. They really, really good would. The Thor says going to pass on the battle damaged Darth Vader, but I'm good with my 40th Vader. So the very interesting thing about, even a battle damaged Vader here, and this is great. Let's go ahead and fill up the Thor who's sitting at table 2. Let's go ahead and refill him again.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
And the very, very interesting thing about this is that with some of your comments here, as I continue to go through the pictures, and I will, even with Darth Vader, like, the Thor, and he's saying unless it's a battle damage, so he's saying the regular Vader, he's like, I'm good with the 40th Vader. Some of you are saying, no, I'm going to pass on this. I'm waiting for the battle damage Vader be passing on the Purge Trooper. That's about taking the red pill, and that's about figuring out how to fit what into your budget. Like, okay, do I want the Purge Trooper? Do I want Vader? Do I want Obi-Wan? Do I want the heavy infantry Mandalorian? Do I want this? Even if they were coming out with 100 announcements tonight, you've already got so much more than that in the secondary market. That's what you've been doing already. So you're using common sense. Really good thing. Get ready for my next video, part 2, on taking the red pill. I'm not going to be getting into that now, but a little bit of a tease. You could also become a Cantina insider, and you could see my heightened analysis where I say Storm Talk is real FOMO. You could get that. Plus, you could watch the regular episode that was publicly just from about a week or week and a half ago. You could watch that right now. So just a little bit of a little plug right there. Let's fill up table 2 again, but with this guy.
This is the way.
I think all of you are doing This Is the Way right now, which is really, really, really cool. Que pasa, says Fobs to Diablo Fett. Continuing to go through this and pulling this big up on the screen again and pulling this in. This figure is just sick. Just sick. And I look at this picture. And look, I'm going to step away for just 1 second. I want you guys to hang out in here. Give me 1 second to go out real quick. I'll be right back. Hold that thought. Hold your thoughts. The Dark Jedi's back. Man, but look at this picture. Now, that's 4 troopers and the Purge trooper there. Wow. Wow. MGF Custom says, someone call Howard. I think the Hot Toys Wizard and Howard talk quite frequently, actually. Did the Hot Toys Wizard abduct Ares? No, I had to take care of something in there. I brew a lot of coffee in here. I brew a ton of coffee, so someone's got to keep it going. A little short-handed today, for sure. Single Songwriter says new stormtroopers come with holster. The last time we had stormtroopers with a holster was New Hope. Adrian's in the house. Adrian says both the Purge Trooper and Vader would be great, but I have like 4 or 5 figures I really need. Vader would have to come with a full head sculpt, not a battle-damaged helmet. Very, very interesting. I want to see how good that battle-damaged helmet is. I think it's going to be awesome. The Thor says getting 1, maybe 2 from a certain point of view. Yeah. Wizards, grab that coffee.
They call him the Wizard.
Bob Darcy says, I believe the Return of the Jedi stormtroopers also had a holster, but on the figure's left side, just like the new ones pictured. Interesting. Single Songwriter, probably getting 2 versions of Vader also. Copper says, this is a thing of beauty. Yeah, I think so. Let's go back to the pictures and let's take a look here as we go over more of it. Look at that. I mean, come on, girls. Come on, boys. Come on, dudettes. Come on, dudes. This is so freaking beautiful. And it's beautiful. That gun looks freaking awesome, too. I mean, high definition. the shine, the red, the detail. And look, this doesn't even come with a head sculpt. And I'm still talking about this figure here. Wow, it is absolutely a thing of beauty. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, just look at how sleek. I mean, this thing is hot, baby. Hot, 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 hot. Looking at this right here, man, it's making me hot diggity damn. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Let's go check out the price on this thing. The Dark Jedi right now gives this out of 10 a 1 billion. Hot Toys. Especially if it has no Phillips head screws on the bottom of the feet. Otherwise, it gets a 1 million. I may have to give it a 9. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. Let's go check out the price now. Let's go check this out. All right, here we go on the screen. You're all seeing it there. $235. Let's talk about the price first before I get into the timeline. $235. And again, let's pull up everything this sucker comes with. And again, you get the trooper. You get the gun. Wow, you get 3 pairs of hands. You get the pack. It looks like you get and just the design. I mean, all right, let's actually read what the hell it comes with. What's in the box? You get the Purge trooper. Newly crafted Purge trooper helmet with fine details. That's true. Specially applied black colored painting on armor with red markings. Yeah. 6 pieces of interchangeable gloved hands, 1 pair of fists, 1 pair of relaxed hands, 1 pair of hands for holding the blaster rifle. The costume, of course, it comes with that. 1 red colored pauldron, 1 left colored arm, guard, 1 black and red belt, 1 pair of black boots. Well, of course, it comes with that. The 1 blaster rifle it comes with. Okay, so just the 1 gun. Specially designed figure stand. Okay, so you get a gun, you get a figure stand, you get a few pairs of hands. So it's kind of doesn't come with a whole lot, but it comes with a whole lot of real coolness. And just $235 for a hot toy. Is it possible that this is a steal? And I say yes. For those that want to get it, you're doing good. For those that don't want to get it, doesn't matter if it's $135. You should never buy it. But remember, I brought up that point before last year on many of my shows, especially when I first came on. It doesn't matter if there's a figure, unless you're looking to sell it, which I'm not looking to sell it, and I don't want the aggravation, so I wouldn't care. You know, if a figure's going for $400, but I could pick up and get a deal for it for $175, is it possible the Dark Jedi is going to dig up $175 and buy it? And I say no, because it's a waste of my damn time. Because I don't really want it. I'd rather take the $175 and put it towards the 2-pack Boba Fett, which costs a gazillion dollars. Now, obviously, if you're in a position where you buy and sell, and then you can make a little bit here, a little bit there, it's a great way to support your hobby. And a lot of people do that. I know friends that do that. That's a good thing to do. I just don't give a crap, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm not even going to take it. And some people just buy it like, oh, it's a deal. I can't pass up on the deal. I can't pass up on $175, $200 at a $400 figure. But I really didn't want the $400 figure. I really don't have any desire for the $400. Don't buy the damn thing. Anyway, not to digress. If you're looking to buy this figure, $235 is a steal, baby. And remember, I talked about this with Fabio a lot over the past month on my show. And I've talked about it a lot. But we've talked about this particular subject a lot, Fabio and I. And the one interesting thing here is Hot Toys continues to not jolt up their prices so astronomically right now, where really they can't. You could go ahead and take a look at so many commodities right now. So many things that we're used to buying that we're noticing are so much higher than what we're used to paying. It's a little bit crazy right now, right? Have you gone to the store lately? Have you tried to buy food lately? Have you tried to pump gas lately? Have you tried to buy a DTOF lately? And so where I felt like it wasn't warranted, where Hot Toys was getting, a lot of heat last year or whatever, just for whatever things I don't really know why, I really feel like that they're doing a very, 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 very good job in not only providing us the characters that we want to see for Star Wars, but are giving us a little bit extra, where they don't have to give as much detail and do as much stuff. I mean, they could have easily thrown in another stupid accessory in here and raised this price easily. They could have easily have kept this at $235 and skimped more. They could have easily have charged $250 for this easily. Personally, I think they could have charged easily $265 for this. And they're just not doing it right now. Does that mean that their prices aren't increasing? No, they are. Does it mean it's not going to increase more? No, they will. It's got to. It's got to. They have to. But what they're really trying to do right now is, before they go ahead and do that, they're not just doing that. They're also taking care of their fan base. They're also taking care of our desires. They're also answering our calls. They're also paying attention to what we want. They're also putting a lot of service and a lot of passion and a lot of love and a lot of attention into everything that they're doing. And no, they're not going ahead and doing this. They're not doing it because they're worried about some other company. They're not worried about another company. They're not worried about company A, company B, company C, company XYZ. They really are not. They really are not. They're not even worried about Hasbro, what they might do. Do I think that they're aware? Yes. Do I think that they're aware of a couple of the third-party companies or a couple of these smaller companies coming up? Sure. Do I think that they're also aware of companies like Hasbro and other companies that are looking to tap? Believe me, even though it's not Hasbro's market, everyone's looking for money and a piece of the pie. And remember what Qui-Gon said.
There's always a bigger fish.
Don't think that they're not looking for ways to be able to innovate, for ways to be able to go into the future. Hot Toys is showing, without a shadow of a doubt, that part of the big wave of collecting in the future is getting these lifelike action figure toys in consumers' hands. So don't think for a damn second that Hasbro is not currently having conversations on how to get a piece of this pie.
There's always a bigger fish.
Or other companies in there. It's just the way of things. You can just look at things historically. It's happening. So don't think that Hot Toys is oblivious to any of that. They are. But they're not concerned about any of it. They just continue to do what they do. In a time where companies are scrambling to try and stay afloat, to try and stay within the black somehow, to try and stay in business. Man, they're giving us a lot of stuff. And really, we should be applauding them right now. It is absolutely, absolutely just fantastic. And really, looking at this here, when you talk about, man, I mean, you talk about like $235 for this figure, for this special paint, for this new mold, this red pauldron, that awesome looking rifle, the wired skirt. It's good. In my view, it's really damn good. I honestly don't know how they're not charging more right now for so many of these. I'm just being honest. Man, it's good. It looks so good. $235. I guess I got to look at some of your chats. Did you hit the like button? I know I haven't said that a whole lot. Kind of an impromptu show. I know I got over 60 in here. Smash the like button as we're talking about this epic, crazy Purge Trooper announcement. I had to go live here today to talk about it. Let's go ahead and see some of the comments that may be in here talking about this. Commander Crook, I'm surprised it's not 260 plus. Yeah, I am too. That's what Fabio and I have been talking about the last month. And good to have Daw in here, Franco. I assume Qui-Gon is on the top 10 now after that episode. Qui-Gon's in the biggest mover section. It's not in the top 10 as far as the secondary market, because you got some heavy hitters in there. But it's going to be passing the $400 tier range and approaching the $500 one real quick. But even at $500 tier range, you're nowhere near the top 10, my friend. Not even close. You got two figures. Figure just made history this week, a release that's in the $1,000 tier range. Single Songwriter says, I have 5 of those lead walls that I will use for these Purge Troopers. Yeah. Jack Jones says, oh, I have not even thought about that. Wow, the possibility are endless now. It's possible for a Clone Wars figure for that line is Hondo. Next, that thanks to Cad Bane. Oh, yeah. Commander Crook says, hey, Aries, I think I need at least 4 of these Purge Troopers. Really? Not just one? Not just 2? Not just 3? But 4, baby! And you say, yes. Griffin Campbell said, I would have considered buying this had they thrown in the 1.0 Fallen Order helmet. Well, the interesting thing there, Griffin, is don't think that this is one and done. This is a brand new mold. And don't think that this is the only time they're going to use this or, come out again or even do a different one. Don't be so sure we don't get Fallen Order figures. Just saying. Star Wars is hot. I need an Anakin in my collection. Well, you could get one right now at Sideshow. You could get one right now from where I get a lot of my new figures, Hawk Wars Toys. It's in stock, baby. But you have to wonder for how long, my friends. You have to wonder for how long. The price is good. Link is in the house. Another Cantina Insider. Great price. This is a must-have for me. Good to have Link in here. Look at that avatar. He must be sitting with Popsic and some of the others up there at table 5. Drink it in, drink it in, drink it in, baby. Great price. Yeah, the price is kind of like making me do this. It's very, very interesting, isn't it? Very, very interesting. Griffin, this is a good point. To be honest, this design just makes me miss the Hot Toys Shadow Trooper. Yeah, I think another one will come. Would love to see them make an entrance in an upcoming project. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Single Songwriter says it's easy, a 12 out of 10. Come on, baby, you're speaking the Dark Jedi's language. Pedro asks, Dark Jedi, Aries Territon, do you think we're going to get a quarter scale Vader from the Kenobi series? I think I'll have to consult with the Hot Toys wizard on answering that question, my friend. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. This price is just so damn good. The price is so good. Aries, has your Django came yet? No, but I did hear that it's coming to Hawk Wars along with my Luke 40th, so I should be getting him in within a week and a half. So I will be doing an unboxing. I got to get my unboxing of the deluxe Chirrut done. You just saw my 2-pack of the Boba Fett that I did. And I got to do the Chirrut one with Fabio there. He's going to do Anakin with the staff. And then I'm going to do those when I get those in. So hopefully within at least a couple of weeks. The Clone Wars Anakin is amazing. No, and it's a great way to fill in an Anakin void within your collection. For sure. All right, let's go to the other piece here. The timeline. Expected to ship July 2023 to December 2023. Wow. Let me say it again. Expected to ship July 2023 to December 2023. Wow. So, now, I already showed you at 6scalecantina.com. Remember to bookmark that great website that I put up for you all. Remember, it's not a free website. I actually pay for that sucker. And I had that before I had this channel. It's a fun little thing to check out. According to 6scalecantina.com, you now got 15 pre-orders for 2023. This is number 15. Cad Bane and Boba Fett were 13 and 14. And the very interesting thing about this is you only have 15 for 2023 compared to the darn 36 for Marvel in 2023. And right now, Star Wars is not only outselling Marvel, it's outselling everyone in the toys right now. It just is. And forget about the secondary market. Star Wars is king. Period. End of discussion. So you have to wonder, is it possible that the next 10 or 15 releases are going to be very generic like this? July to December of 2023? It's very ambiguous. That's a humongous range. I mean, in a sense, they may as well just say January 2023 to December 2023, to be honest, because really it's no damn difference. It's quite ambiguous. The beautiful thing about it is they're not locking themselves in for you all to be upset about. They're certainly giving themselves a range. And it's going to be something that we're going to have to start talking about quite often, especially as you plan to get these figures. Because there's not a chance in the world that we go into 2023 with just 15 Star Wars Hot Toys. The Hot Toys are making them the most money. the Hot Toys where people are spilling the most coffee. They're just not. But what about the Obi-Wan? What about the multiple Obi-Wans we're going to get? Is that going to say between July and December of 2023? How about the multiple Darth Vaders from this show? July to December 2023? How about the Grand Inquisitor? How about the third sister? How about the other sister? How about the Kung Lao? Raiden Mortal Kombat dude. How about Bail Organa? It's coming. How about that droid? The brute droid. That's coming too. How about the regular OT Stormtroopers? And you're going to get a weathered version, and you're going to get a very clean, crisp, shiny version. What about all the other figures you're going to get from this show? Are they all going to be between July and December 2023? Is some of them going to be January to July 2023? Is some of them going to be June to December? What's it going to be? Are some of them going to be more specific? And to answer your question, if some of them are going to be less ambiguous, I say yes. I think that there's going to be certain characters that they release, certain figures that they release, that they want a little bit more leeway on, that they want it to be a little bit more open-ended. Yeah, you're getting the Purge Trooper. You're going to get it in 2023. It's a priority. Is it possible with some of the figures, like Vader, or for whatever reason, that they're going to kind of hone it in more and prioritize it more for whatever reason, whether it's character importance or maybe for production purposes? And I say absolutely. We just won't know exactly what the reasons are. And I have a tendency to believe it has to do with production purposes, with molds that already exist. It could be a combination and a slew of things as to why they're going to have it more open-ended. Not to mention the fact that they're doing it just so they don't put themselves between a rock and a hard place, because it's a different world now. And while some supply chain issues are going to go ahead and open up and change later on in the as time goes on, some of it's going to linger. Some may even get worse before they get better. So they're doing the right thing over here, but it's a very, very interesting conversation. And you have to wonder, why else is the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington, bringing this up to you right now? And one of the reasons is because it is more important than ever to take the red pill and plan accordingly for the figures you want. It's kind of like there's no timeline as to when I'm going to get Grand Moff Tarkin, when I'm going to get the A New Hope Vader, when I'm going to be able to land some of these figures that I don't have. The Stormtrooper Luke, for instance, the Hoth Leia, so many others I don't have my hands on. I know I want it. Doesn't really matter what time. I know if I'm hunting in it with a certain time period, I can get it. Is it possible you're going to have to treat this kind of the same way? And I say yes. I'll be talking about that more when my Red Pill Part 2 comes out. Could be looking forward to that next week because it's going to come then. But anyway, it's going to be really, really interesting here to see exactly what they're going to do with this and with some of the other figures that are coming out for sure. Let's go ahead and get to some of the comments that came in over here while I was chit-chatting away. Single Songwriter says, the Dark Jedi speaking knowledge. Patience is the best approach. Right with you, my man. You must also be sitting at table 5. Let's fill you up. Jack Jones, 2023 will be a good year for Star Wars Hot Toys. It sure as hell will be, my man. The big dog pals in the house. You know what that means. Woo! Good for Health says, I may have a shot at a mall with speeder for $4.90 and it's still got the shipper. Do I jump? Here's the only way to answer that is, do you have the money? Does it not put stress on you? Do you really want it in your heart? And do you have it budgeted where it's not going to put any pressure? If you've answered yes to all of those things, with a shipper and it's good, it's a good price for that. It just is. It just is. It's a good price. Make sure it's a reputable seller. Make sure you have all that down. Make sure that you've got, security with it. That's the best way I could answer it, my man. The best way. Red pill. Commander Crook. Hey, big dog pal. Big dog pals in the house. You have to wonder, is this what they call the big dog pound?
They call him the Wizard.
So let's have some fun here. Let's go back to 6scale Cantina.com. Or actually, we could sit here for just a second to bring this back up onto the screen. And taking a looky here, when you sort everything out best-selling wise, and it further clarifies my point, and I brought this up yesterday, Cad Bane is number one, even with Marvel in there. Even Boba Fett right now, selling very, very high. With so many multiple Boba Fetts, I didn't think it'd get up this high. I think they knew this was going to be very, very short low. But look at Anakin. Look at how high Anakin is. And I'm showing you how high yesterday the other Anakins are within the secondary market. Are you freaking kidding me? It is just that Anakin is so high. And yet you have Anakins right now, like a regular Anakin, that's not even a dark side Anakin, going for $680 with 29 bids, not including the 15 in shipping, not including taxes, well over $700. And that's just a regular Anakin, as I'm showing you here on the screen. And I went over it in my show last night. But really, to be quite honest with you, when you look at that and then take a look at this here and see this Anakin being so high because people can get this Anakin, it's absolutely crazy. And further clarifies my point that there's not a chance that we are going to be going into 2023 not having so many more Star Wars announcements that are going to be coming out to fill up 2023. But the real interesting thing is with this Purge Trooper today, all the way of a span between July to December, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they navigate when these releases for Star Wars are going to come out. And I wouldn't be shocked if some of these Marvel ones, the 36 that they have, if they're going to spill, and I mean spill, and I mean spill, a great myriad of them into 2024 and fill a lot more Star Wars up for 2023. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's keep an eye on it. 6scalecantina.com. Let's go to the batter of this show. And if you have it bookmarked, you would know that I was going live with this impromptu show. You can see the batter there on your screen to the right of me right there. Make sure you go ahead and bookmark it. Again, this is a wonderful site. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel. And let's talk about what this Purge Trooper means. We're in purgatory right now. And when you see the other characters that I have up with that awesome looking Purge Trooper, they decided to come out with the Purge Trooper before Obi-Wan Kenobi. Any version of Obi-Wan Kenobi. They decided to come out with the Purge Trooper before any version of Darth Vader, which, make no mistake, that's Darth Vader. I know you call him Dark Side Anakin, or Hot Toys did. They decided to come out with the Purge Trooper before that. They decided to come out with the Purge Trooper before the Grand Inquisitor, before the Third Sister, before the other sister, before the other Inquisitor. They came out with the Purge Trooper before any versions of Obi-Wan Anakin. They came out with the Purge Trooper before Bail Organa or a young Princess Leia or anything else from this series. So you have to wonder, when are we going to get Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker? Let's go with Darth Vader. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. When are we going to get that? And I think the simple answer is very, 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 very shortly. And the reason being is, quite frankly, they're going to come out with multiple versions of these characters, make no mistake about it. And if you're going to go ahead and do that, it needs to be carefully planned out as to how they're going to do it. Now, I think they may surprise us here as to how they approach Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader with this series. And what I mean by that is, I think we have to consider DX. I really do. Because I feel like there's a great opportunity. Someone asked me earlier what I think about the quarter scale. And while I do think it's possible that a quarter scale Kenobi and Vader could be forthcoming from this series, I feel like it's also very possible that a DX series from this series could be coming out for not only Darth Vader, but for Obi-Wan. And it wouldn't shock me if we actually get a DX with either of those. That means we're going to get a DX with both of those. Because it would go well together, wouldn't it? Now, there hasn't been an Obi-Wan Kenobi before a DX. There hasn't been a Darth Vader, DX before. There's been a Luke. There's been a Maul. There's coming a Luke. There's coming an Ahsoka. But you have to wonder, would they consider a Darth Vader DX? And I say, it's Darth Vader. Don't even ask me the question. And would they consider an Obi-Wan Kenobi DX? And I say, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Don't even ask me the question. Sure, they could. Sure, they could. And I honestly feel that they're going to be coming out with more of the DX line, and more so than what they came up with out in the past. And we all know it's different anyway than the old DX releases. They just are. They're not quite, I don't want to say not quite as good. They're just different. I'm going to put it that way. I'm going to put it different. You may not get as much. And certainly nowadays, Hot Toys are just better, honestly. I'm just going to say that they're different. But I feel like as they continue to evolve their DX line, we're just going to get more of the DX line. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they pull this off. Because they don't have to give you the multiple releases that they're coming up with for all of these. All at the same time. But I feel like a DX is possible. I really do. I really, really do. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. But I think as it comes to Obi-Wan and Vader, whether it's DX or whether it's multiple releases, they simply have to give you both of those fairly quickly, especially if we're going to get multiple ones. So I would suspect very, very shortly you're going to see that come. Now, let's go ahead and let me know your thoughts on that. Let's go ahead and talk about the Inquisitors. And one thing I want to bring up about the Inquisitors is the same thing about Cad Bane. Remember, Cad Bane came out quite a bit after the Book of Boba Fett ended. So just keep that in mind. And what's happening with Cad Bane? He's number one. So remember, Hot Toys is seeing that. I feel like we're going to get hit with a lot of figures from this Obi-Wan series. And the interesting thing is, we're going to still be getting hit with a lot of figures from the Book of Boba Fett series. And perhaps part of the reason is you're not getting the Mandalorian this year. So while I still think you're going to get a couple of more Mandalorian releases from the Mandalorian this year, let's talk about announcements, excuse me. You're really not going to get hit with a ton of them until next year because the series doesn't start until February of 2023. So with Star Wars being as hot as it is, they're still going to give you Black Chrysanthemum from the Book of Boba Fett. They're still going to give you the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian from the Book of Boba Fett. They're still going to give you another version of the Armorer from the Book of Boba Fett with the shinier helmet. They're probably going to give you possibly a Mandalorian from the Book of Boba Fett. They're still going to get quite a few more figures from the Book of Boba Fett. And that would be a lot then from the Book of Boba Fett. Because you already have Cad Bane. You already have Boba Fett. You already have the KX Enforcer droid. You already have Fennec Shand. So already you're talking about anywhere from 8 to 10 figures from the Book of Boba Fett. So you have to wonder, do you then get 8 or 10 figures from the Obi-Wan series? And I say yes. So the thing you have to ask yourself is, when do they want these to be out? Do they want these to be pre-ordered for 2023 or for 2024? It's a good question, isn't it? Because what we're trying to do here is try to establish a timing of when the announcements are going to come. So the case in point that I'm trying to make here is, remember what I've been warning you about for months and all of last year, that you are going to be getting hit with a plethora of Star Wars announcements from Hot Toys. And you could see just back from really a month ago, a month and a half ago, you had 4 pre-orders, 3 or 4 pre-orders from Hot Toys for Star Wars in 2023. And ever since then, all of a sudden now, we've got 15. Think about it. So what I've been calling that was going to happen very, very quickly, all of a sudden, we went from 3 to 15 real quick, fast, and in a hurry, haven't we? Real quick, fast, and in a hurry. So over the next couple of months, is that number also going to switch up and be another 12 figures and go from 15 to 22, between 22 and 25? Look, they've already teased the next wave of thrills for Attack of the Clones. That's not going to come when they're teasing the first wave of thrills for the 40th anniversary packaging of Return of the Jedi next year. That's going to be coming very, very quickly, baby, and this year. So you could tack on a bunch right there that's going to be coming up for sure, just from Attack of the Clones. And the Bespin Luke, make no mistake about it, that basically is giving you a blueprint that the Bespin Han, a Bespin Chewbacca. Don't think they wouldn't give you a Bespin Chewbacca with C-3PO on his back because you could get the Attack of the Clones one. Don't think they wouldn't. At the same time, Aries? Yeah, could happen. You thought I was crazy about multiple Lukes. You thought I was crazy about multiple Boba Fett's. You thought I was crazy saying C-3PO was coming. You thought I was crazy saying Bespin Luke was coming. You thought I was crazy saying that Quill was coming. They're not going to think, oh, yeah, we have to wait a couple of years until Attack of the Clones C-3PO goes out, and then, we'll put it out and we'll announce it in 2-3 years. Yeah, that's when we'll do him on the back with Chewbacca like this. No. And they don't have to. Yeah, you're going to get some OT love very, very quickly. You're going to get your next wave of thrills very, very quickly. You're going to get a plethora of these figures very, very quickly. And you're going to get your remaining Book of Boba Fett figures very, very quickly. And the reason I didn't include Cobb Vanth in there is because it's probably going to be dubbed a Mandalorian figure, with as also seen in the Book of Boba Fett, or vice versa. Either way, that's coming also. So however way you want to slice it, that would be maybe 11 Book of Boba Fett figures. That one's coming. There's not a chance in the world they're skipping on Crescent, and they're already working on Chewbacca, probably the Bespin Chewbacca, so they're going to do it both. Which means they're working on the Bespin Han, that's coming. What about all the Mandalorian figures they got to produce? Well, The Mandalorian ain't till next year. So that's why they got to do these. But what do they give us next year, Aries, then if they put out all this? They're going to run out of figures. No, they're not. They're going to have the Mandalorian Season 3. There's a dozen right there. They also have the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. There's a 10 right there. Empire Strikes Back this year? Before the Return of the Jedi anniversary next year? And I say yes. And the little surprises like Azaj? Yes. Single songwriter says, thank you, Howard Chan, for making amazing Star Wars 1/6 scale figures. Single songwriter says, at Ahsoka after Mando Season 3, we're going to get, oh, I know, that's going to be huge. Because you know you're getting another Ahsoka. Maybe 2 Ahsokas with that. Seriously, you know you're getting Grand Admiral Thrawn. Getting Ezra. Mando's going to show up in there, so you get another Mando. Mando. Aries, there's no way we're going to get another Mando from the Book of Boba Fett. Hot Toys is saying to you in response to that.
This is the way.
You're going to have so many damn Mandos. You know when you put salt on your eggs or on your mashed potatoes? You know how many grains of salt? You'll get more Mandos than that.
This is the way.
How many Iron Mans do you think that they're out there? There's going to be more of this guy.
This is the way.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Big Dog Pound says, I know Sabrine Red is coming, but I want her ASAP. Yeah, me too. Come on, Sabrine. Previsla. A lot of people are banking on that right now. If you're looking for a heavy infantry Mandalorian, as I pointed out in my show yesterday, here's a tip for you from 6 Scale Cantina. You absolutely want to go ahead and hunt for it right now. This figure is awesome. I have it right here. Here's your heavy infantry Mandalorian. One of my favorite collectible pieces in my collection for sure. It's absolutely, for lack of a better word, fantastic. Fantastic. It's fantastic. It's just an awesome figure. And I showed a whole bunch of data yesterday on the market chart show from yesterday on how much this is skyrocketing. I mean, downtrending within the secondary market. Right now, according to the market value chart, right here at 6scalecantina.com, $308 only and trending down. I brought up 3 different auctions yesterday that showed it selling for $200, upper 200s, just around 300 with shipping and everything all in. And is it going to stay this way? And I say no. Remember, I've given you a lot of juicy tips over the months on really, really good figures. If you've been looking for a heavy infantry Mandalorian and you missed out on it because it went on wait list before it got in stock, and you want to pay around retail for it right now, and you got it money budgeted and you really wanted it, you may want to consider hunting, because I don't think it's going to stay that way. And it doesn't matter that the Pez Vizsla is coming. Just like it doesn't matter that the Clone Wars Anakin is the number 4 bestseller when you sort everything out on Hot Toys and Sideshow right now. It doesn't matter. Regular Anakin still going $600-700 and rising. Dark Side Anakin is still going through the roof. Forget about that one. It doesn't matter that you could get the Death Trooper from The Mandalorian, because the Rogue One Death Troopers are going insane. And you see the same thing time and time again with all these type of releases like that. So is it possible the same thing with this awesome figure? Yes. The other chip right now is The Last Jedi Kylo Ren. The Last Jedi Kylo Ren, it's an anomaly right now, and you could get that below retail. But remember, that figure was between around $450 in the secondary market. And you know what? Right now, it's just one of those ebbs and flows that are going on. But this figure is sick, y'all. It's sick. It's sick. Yeah, it just is. Putting this back down over here. A little bit of a tidbit for you for that figure right now with the secondary market for sure. Knight of Red says, I put my Dark Side Anakin up for sale. Well, maybe you'll get $800 something like the like Lane Kramer in here did just last week. And crazy. Single Songwriter says, Heavy Mando 2.0 and Armor 2.0 may both be a Toy Fair exclusive coming. You know what also might be a Toy Fair exclusive coming, my friend? Let's see if I have it up on here, Mr. Single Songwriter. I brought this up yesterday. And remember, just like on Sideshow right now, the chrome-plated Clone Trooper is waitlisted. Before it got in stock, they only made 500 pieces, whatever it is. They used the same mold. It was easy for them, but they had to put some work on it. They had to put chrome plating on it. Really, with Qui-Gon Jinn, because he showed up in the Obi-Wan series, and this figure's going insane. And I talked about it in my show yesterday, so not to digress. They don't have to chrome plate this. They could just see Qui-Gon Jinn, character also seen in the Obi-Wan series. They could do 500 of these. They already got the mold. They don't got to even put chrome on it. They could do 1,500 of these. They could do 2,500 of these as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They can. Right now, it's going between $400 and $500 within the secondary market for Qui-Gon. It's starting to rise up very, very high. So while it sat low for quite a bit, I told you it was going to go high. And the reason they would make it an exclusive is because, well, it hasn't been $400, $500, $600, $700 for very, very long, right? So maybe not a call to make 5,000, 7,000, 8,000 of them, right? It's only been a short time. But they could go ahead and capitalize on it and say, you know what, though, we'll put out a couple thousand of them. We'll put out 1,000 of them. We'll capitalize on the market right now. Sure, they can do that. And remember, I pointed out yesterday that they need the secondary market for Star Wars to show the demand for Star Wars Hot Toys. They don't want to obliterate it completely. Get rid of the line of thinking that Hot Toys hates eBay. Hot Toys loves eBay. Hot Toys wants to marry and kiss eBay and take eBay on a honeymoon, baby. Hot Toys wants to take eBay out for dinner. Serenade them with roses and songs of cheer. They don't want to eliminate all that. But they didn't need Qui-Gon to be as hot as they are now. They could certainly capitalize on this. I think it's very possible. What have I been telling you? More uses of already invested molds And lower production numbers are coming. You've already seen it with the chrome-plated clone trooper, and you are already seeing it, but don't see it, with many of the announcements that are coming out now, and some of the figures that have just come out now that have been released. But you will see it very, very shortly. That's what they're going to do, because that's a good business model for this climate right now, and for Star Wars for sure. Starkiller says they could throw a blue mesh material over Qui-Gon. There you go, Jedi Force Ghost. They could. Unknown, good to have you in here. Arc Trooper, another friend of TK Phobo. He could see an AO Attack of the Clones Anakin with an alternate Episode 3 sculpt happening. I could see that. They've been doing things like that, haven't they? I think you're right on. They could be doing something to that effect. If that's the case, then Star Wars diecast figures are incoming. Well, you already got the C-3PO, my friend. And I think more are incoming, my friend. Single Songwriter says if you get the Snowspeeder Luke, he has a full orange jumpsuit under his jacket. If you want to make an X-Wing Luke, all you need is to believe. Sure. Now you got 66, 70 in here. Smash the like button, baby. Right now for the Dark Jedi. That is how you tip your bartender. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, I can see a whole lot coming with this stuff. I really, really can. I really, really can. But again, going back to 6scalecantina.com. Again, if you don't have the website bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. Going to this banner. Is Darth Vader coming? Let me do it this way, because this is the only channel where we talk about possibilities. Because, really, the Dark Jedi started it all. So let's go with it, baby. Is it possible that we get Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series? And I say, and is it possible we get Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series without his suit on? And I say, and is it possible we get Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan series? And I say, and is it possible we get regular OT Stormtrooper from the Obi-Wan series clean version? And I say, and is it possible we get a weathered version of the OT Stormtrooper from the Obi-Wan series? And I say, and you have to wonder, is it possible from the Obi-Wan series that we get the Grand Inquisitor? And I say, is it possible that we get the third sister from the Obi-Wan series? And I say, and you have to wonder, is it possible we get the Kung Lao Lord Raiden, Grand Inquisitor, and the other Inquisitor sister from the Obi-Wan series. And I say, and is it possible that we get Bail Organa either from this series or from The Revenge of the Sith or from Rogue One or from the Clone Wars animated series or from Rebels or from The Revenge of the Sith or from The Attack of the Clones? And I say, are you kidding me? Did some of you actually forget that Jimmy Smits was also in The Attack of the Clones too? So you have to wonder, is it possible that they may just throw Bail Organa in Attack of the Clones packaging? And I say, or will they put Bail Organa just from the series with Leia? Or how about Bail Organa from The Revenge of the Sith for that 20th anniversary? Or how about Clone Wars? Rebels? Rogue One? Law and Order? Sons of Anarchy? Remember, you're heard right here at 6 Scale Cantina. It's going to come. It's going to come. And is this what they call me?
They call him the Wizard.
NYPD Blue. Yes. All right. That's my thoughts. This is a special show. The Dark Jedi has to go. The Dark Jedi will be around a whole lot. A whole lot this week. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out of here. Don't forget to subscribe if this is the first time you're watching. Again, my final thoughts on this Purge Trooper. It's absolutely magnificent. It's one of the best looking troopers I've ever seen from Hot Toys. It just looks freaking incredible. The Hot Toys Wizard was right. The Hot Toys Wizard said you were going to get, remember, I received the inside information that there was going to be a Star Wars Hot Toys release this week. And here you go. Remember, the Dark Jedi has been wrong, but the Hot Toys Wizard has not been wrong yet. Right here is where you want to be. Right here is what you want to bookmark. Subscribe right here to 6 Scale Cantina. I can certainly tell you July 4th, I will be live at the market show. My special guest will be Fabio. We will be having it on the holiday, probably a little bit earlier than the 8:30 start. We're probably going to start somewhere around 6:30. So keep an eye on that. We will have us there. You're absolutely going to see me on Saturday this week. I'm going to be on. Look for that. For you insiders out there, 1,000%, I'm going to be doing a couple of insider videos this week. You're going to get me live, so look for that. All you supporters, I thank you so much for the support. All you Cantina insiders, all of you, for sure. Thank you so much for coming out over here. You're going to get me here. Is it possible that I will be live again tomorrow? That I may go on tomorrow afternoon with another one of these shows? And I say, yes, you're probably going to see me tomorrow afternoon. I'm probably going to come out here again. I'm going to be pretty active this weekend. You're probably going to get me tomorrow. And you're probably going to get an insider thing tomorrow as well. And you're probably going to get me Saturday. You're not going to get me Sunday. Not this week. Well, maybe you will get me Sunday. Early. You're certainly going to get me 4th of July. You're going to get a whole lot of the Dark Jedi. It's coming. But for right now, I must get out of here. I am late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. This figure's awesome. It's just the beginning. Cad Bane is number 1. Star Wars is number 1. Star Wars doesn't even have a movie out since The Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars has had 3 measly shows. Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan series. And if you don't think Howard Chan and Hot Toys are noticing that, and if you can't put together what I've been showing you here at 6 Scale Cantina as to what's going to be coming for Hot Toys, you may want to consider paying attention to it, because we're about to get destroyed with Hot Toys announcements for Star Wars. It's going to be insane. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it for sure. Remember, I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, there's the thermos. You didn't think I didn't have it. I buy it from 6 Scale Cantina. See you tomorrow. See you this weekend. Stay thirsty, my friends.